Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Daria if you're new here, and today's yoga practice is for when you're feeling under the weather. As you might be able to hear in my voice, I am a little sick. I'm feeling congested, I'm feeling a little bit run down, just kind of overall. So I wanted to share this practice with you for when you're feeling that way, whether it be physically or mentally, or maybe you're feeling awesome and you just want a more chill, sort of restorative yoga practice. That's what this is. Nice and gentle, be kind to your body, and take whatever you need. There's no pressure to do anything if it doesn't feel good. If you do have yoga blocks, go ahead and grab a couple and have them at the top of your mat. We won't use them until the very end of class. If you don't have blocks, grab a pillow, and whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and get into it. We'll start in a comfortable seat, so find what works for you. Let your knees fall open wide, drop your palms down to your thighs. Allow your eyes to close and soften your shoulders down your back, away from your ears. Take a moment here just to drop. Drop any pressures that you have for your practice or your body. Drop all your expectations. And allow yourself to feel weighted to the earth, surrendering to gravity. Keep your heart shining bright forward. Keep the top of your skull lifting toward the sky so that your spine can elongate. And then begin to notice your breath. Notice any places where the breath gets stuck. If there's any congestion, especially, maybe it's difficult to even breathe, especially through your nose. If that's the case, breathe through your mouth, no worries. Start to gradually stretch out your breath, elongating your inhales and elongating your exhales. As the breath deepens, check for points of tension anywhere that you're consciously holding in your body. Maybe the shoulders, maybe the hands, the fingers, the face, the jaw, back of the neck. Try to thread your breath through those spaces of tightness and find more relaxation, allowing release, allowing a drop. Before we begin to move, let's take a big sigh all together. So breathe out all of your air. Take an inhale either through the nose or the mouth, whatever's available. Big sigh out of your mouth, release. Blink your eyes open and find your way up to tabletop. Hands and knees, climb there really, really gently. Spread your fingers wide, root your finger pads, and then start to subtly shift your weight forward and back, opening through the wrists. All the movements in today's practice, take it at your own pace and in your own way. So if anything I'm cueing to doesn't feel good to you, find something else that does. Good, now begin to just explore your spine. So you can move through some cat-cows, arching and rounding. You can find circles in your pelvis, circles in your rib cage. And if you're not sure how to move, try to just take deeper breaths and see what happens. Try moving in one direction, see how it feels, and then go in a different direction. And wherever you are, find a neutral spine. Root your left palm. Take an inhale to sweetly reach your right fingertips up toward the sky. Easy twist. As you exhale, thread the needle. Right arm comes down under your left hand all the way until the right shoulder and cheek can meet the mat. And just stay right here. Press your left palm slightly down to the earth so you can revolve your heart toward the left side of the mat. Keep everything relaxed that doesn't need to be engaged here. Gently rise back up, root the left palm, sweep your right fingertips high, And as you exhale, right palm comes down to the mat. Inhale, left fingertips reach up high to the sky, easy twist, open through your heart space. As you exhale, thread the needle, slide the left arm all the way through till the left shoulder comes down, then reach the crown of your head forward to bring the left side of your face to the mat. Right palm can stay rooted, gently encouraging the twist through your spine, opening your heart toward the right side of the mat. Try to take away any force, but rather find deeper opening through breath, through surrendering. Root into your right palm. Inhale, counter twist, left fingertips reach high. Exhale, back to tabletop. Good. Keep your knees or your hips stacked over your knees. Just begin to crawl your fingertips forward. We'll find puppy pose, melting either the forehead down to the mat or maybe the heart and the chin. This can be gradual. Create a melt from the back of your heart, through your heart, down into the earth. It's like there's some kind of a hot liquid or something sitting between your shoulder blades that's pouring through your heart and down into gravity. Relax your eyebrows, soften the creases in your forehead. And then breathe through all of the lines of what you're feeling. Maybe if there's congestion in the chest, this position is allowing for the breath to be more available. Or maybe it feels like the opposite. Either way, just notice, trying not to judge. Press down into your palms, and then walk your fingertips back in until your palms stack under your shoulders. Tuck your toes behind you, and then press yourself back to downward facing dog. You can go nice and slowly, and let it be almost lazy, so really indulgent shift up and back. And then play. Find what feels good for you. Explore the shape today in your body. Pedal your feet. Rock your hips side to side. You can shake your head. No, and nod your head yes, softening the back of the neck. And then spread down the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet, letting them melt like butter into the earth. Good. Take your gaze forward between your thumbs and softly step your feet forward so the toes draw behind the wrists. Big, full ragdoll fold here. Bend your knees a little or a lot, bringing the torso to drape on top of the thighs, pouring the crown of your head to the earth. Let it be weighted. Let it be really, really heavy, as if there's a crown sitting on top of your head that you want to direct right down to the ground. And then play with any arm variation that works for you. Reach for opposite elbows, interlace the hands at the back of your skull. And you can hook the big toes with your peace fingers if you like. Good, release. Fingertips down to the mat, feet can stay hips distance apart, and then slowly roll up to stand, stacking one vertebra onto the next, hugging belly button gently back towards your spine. Soften the shoulders down your back and lift your gaze. Feel your feet rooting to the earth. Take your hands to your waistline and then press slightly down onto your pelvis to become even more rooted, even more anchored. Lift up through the lines of your legs, and then feel this lift continue to ripple through your spine, all the way up through the crown of your head and then beyond. Take an inhale, circle your fingertips out to the sides and then all the way up overhead. As you exhale, cactus your elbows, twist your left arm forward and your right arm back. So Feel again your waistline. Imagine that from the waistline down to your feet, you're spinning a little bit toward the left, like your right hip bone is pressing forward. And then from your waistline up, you're drawing your right elbow back, creating a gentle revolution. Inhale through center, all 10 fingertips rise. Exhale, really easy twist. Cactus the elbows, right elbow forward, left elbow back. Left hip bone is pressing forward. As your left elbow moves in the opposite direction, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale through center. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice and easy. Lift your head, lift your gaze. As you exhale, plant your palms and step back to a downward facing dog. If you really want to, you can take a vinyasa, but I'm not really feeling that today. As you inhale, sweep your right leg high, three-legged down dog. Don't worry about how high the leg lifts. As you exhale, softly step your right foot forward between your thumbs. Drop your left knee down to the earth and then slide it in. So left knee comes to the outside of your right ankle. Come to a seat. Both of your sitting bones root to the mat. I'm gonna spin to face you. And then from here, right fingertips come down at the base of your spine. Inhale to stretch the left arm up high to the sky. As you exhale, just hug in. So wrap your left forearm around your right knee. Squeeze in, lift up through your spine, and then create a gentle twist through your spine. Feel the sensations running along the outer line of your right leg, maybe into the glute muscles, connecting all the way to your low back. Good. Unwind, face forward. Unthread your legs. Extend your left leg forward. Draw the sole of your right foot inside of your left thigh. Take an inhale here. Reach your fingertips to the sky. Elongate your spine. As you exhale, gently fold forward. Bowing heart to thigh. Left heel is digging to the mat. Left toes are flexed. So it's like you're spreading the sole of your left foot forward. Soften into what you're feeling. Keep your breath deep and full and sweet. Press into your palms and rise back up to a seat. Find Sukasana. Take your left foot forward of your right. Nice and easy, sit tall. And then fold forward once more. Gentle hip opening stretch. If you have blocks or a pillow with you, you can always rest that under your head for more support. Place your third eye down to a block. Feel your sitting bones as anchors dragging you downward. Rise back up. If you have the block, go ahead and remove it. We'll come back to our hands and knees. Plant the palms, tuck your toes behind you, and just gently press back, downward facing dog. As you inhale, left leg lifts high to the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, softly step the left foot forward to the top of your mat. And then slide your right knee in until you can bring the outer right hip down to the mat and then anchor your left sitting bone. Left fingertips come down behind you. Inhale, right fingertips reach up. Exhale, hug your left knee with your right arm. Every time that you breathe in, feel the rush of breath through your full spine, lifting. And every time that you breathe out, revolve the right ribs toward the left, sequentially rotating your spine. Come back through center. Extend the right leg forward. Left sole of the foot comes to your inner right thigh. As you inhale, reach high through your fingertips. As you exhale, reach your heart forward, fold forward over your right leg. The fingertips can come down to the earth. Maybe they come to your shin or to your thigh. Allow your left knee to widen, dropping toward gravity as your right toes flex toward your face. Breathe through the muscles down the back line of the right leg. And we'll take 2 more rounds of breath here. And press down, rise back up. And then we'll find Sukasana. This time the other leg will go forward, so the right shin in front of the left. Sit up nice and tall on an inhale. On your exhale, allow yourself to come forward. You're always welcome to stay seated upright if that's feeling better for you today. Try to go deep into what you're feeling, allowing the breath to gently massage away places where you're holding. Breath and awareness. Press into your palms, rise back up, walk your fingertips in, and then find tabletop once again, climbing to your hands on your knees, tuck your toes, and press back to downward facing dog. Take a moment in your down dog just to feel. Notice any shifts. Then lift your heels, ripple forward to high plank. As you exhale, lower down to lie on your belly. You can take a push-up or just come to your knees. Drop your pelvis, drop your heart, drop your chin. Slide your forearms forward so that the elbows are about 1 inch in front of your shoulders, and rise to Sphinx. Stretch your collarbones away from each other, creating more space into the heart. Press the tops of your feet down. And you can soften your eyes. Let your pelvis get heavier. Let your heart get lighter with every breath. Blink your eyes softly open. Draw your left hand under your shoulder. Keep the right hand where it is. Press into both hands at the same time, and then roll to the outer right edge of your body, outer right hip. So the left leg is either stacked or slightly forward of the right one. You can pull the right hand slightly in and then begin to settle here into a side body stretch. So allowing your right ribs to flare out toward your bicep. Left fingertips stay down to the mat. Breathe between your ribs, and maybe bring your chin to face towards your left shoulder. Good. Roll back through center. Drop your belly down, drop to both elbows. And then drag your right palm back beneath your shoulder. Press into both palms to lift your heart. As you exhale, roll to your outer left hip, stack your feet, come onto right fingertips. Left palm can stay where it is, or you can draw it slightly closer as you sink into the left shoulder. So rather than using muscular engagement to press the earth away, we're actually just letting the left side body expand and drop down, fanning open through the ribs. Soften your feet. Let go of your legs, your quads, your calves. Everything drops. And then roll back through center, coming down to your belly. Inhale in Sphinx, elbows down. Exhale, release your heart to the mat. Plant your palms, tuck your toes, and press back to child's pose. So allow the tops of your feet to come down as your knees widen. Sink the hips back towards your heels and walk your fingertips forward. Anchor your third eye down to the earth. Allow your arms to be relaxed in this child's pose. As you breathe, feel the breath wash through your spine. As you inhale, the breath travels upward. As you exhale, it travels down, weighting your pelvis, sinking the hips closer to the heels. Press into your palms, and we'll rise back up to Sukasana, easy seat. Take some neck circles here. So drop your chin down toward your chest, and then roll your right ear towards your right shoulder. All the way up and around, lift your gaze, stretch your throat. Left ear drops toward left shoulder. Stretch the right side of your neck, and then bow chin to chest. And let's go the other way. Left ear to left shoulder first. Lift your gaze, lift your chin. Right ear, right shoulder. And then drop it forward. Good. Now roll right ear toward right shoulder and pause here. Take your left fingertips and reach them out to the side, like you're reaching for something that's sitting next to you, but it's just slightly too far away. Feel all the muscles down the left side of your neck, getting a nice stretch. Then roll your chin back through center. Drop the left ear toward the left shoulder. And this time reach your right fingertips out to the side, stretching down the lines of your neck. Keep the breath steady. And roll back through center. Then lift your head, lift your heart. We'll take our final posture here with props. So grab either your blocks or your pillow, whatever you have. We'll set up for supported fish. So if you have a pillow, just place it down at the top of the mat. If you have blocks, you can bring one so that it's gonna come beneath your heart and one so that it's gonna come beneath your head. So I like to set up either in a T shape like this, or sometimes with the blocks just parallel. So you can play and see what works best for you. And we'll bring the bottom of the rib cage down to that lower block, releasing your heart to the block, and then drop your head down to the second block as a pillow. Widen your arms out to the side. Soften your feet to the corners of your mat. Let your eyes close. And feel into all the space created in your chest with the heart propped up. Send your breath there. Visualize your breath clearing away any congestion, eroding the tension, allowing you to feel more open, more free. Take one more scan through your full body and see if there's any place where you can consciously soften. Anywhere that you're gripping or holding or engaging, that you can instead just drop, just surrender. Allow yourself to rest here as long as you have time. Thank you so much for taking the time to share this practice with me today. I hope that felt good for you. And if you are feeling sick, I hope that you feel better soon and that you're taking care of yourself. Have a really great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next class. Bye.